Hi student, I am Purnima Kurade from Shivraj College of Garhwal. Today I am going to discuss with you the most interesting topic, that is the novel, which is prescribed for you 12th standard subject English. So today when we are going to discuss about the novel, first we have to think about what is meant by literature, because novel is one form of a literature. So if you are thinking about literature, then what came in front of your eyes, that is mean by the books. But it is the only books mean by literature, or literary books, novels are there, poetry are there, so it is the literature, so not. So all the written and spoken material which have a aesthetic pleasure, that is mean by literature. It may be the written, it may be the oral. So what is mean by then aesthetic or aesthetic quality? Aesthetic quality means appreciation of beauty. So you have to understand the beauty of that literary piece. So when you are reading the novel or you are reading the poetry, you have to understand it thoroughly. You have to enjoy the beauty. It is not, beauty means not the outer beauty which human being have, but it is the beauty of language, it is the beauty of character, it is the beauty of all the settings or all the description, minute description of that novel or that poem or that drama has given you. So the understanding and the appreciation of a beauty means aesthetic pleasure. When novelist has written the novel, then he has to think about their audience. He have to give pleasure to that audience with the didacticism. So this is all the about the literature. So there are three types of literature. First is a drama, then poetry, or third we can say that prose. In prose there are again two types, that is periodical essays and then novel. So what is mean by then periodical essays or novel? So why the prose is emerged in the 18th century. So it is not emerged immediately in the darkness. It has a long history, or we can say the roots of the novel form we can find 2000 years before in the Greek romances, allegories and other legend of Trojan War or King Arthur's legend. So before that there is one important tradition, which is the tradition of storytelling. So storytellers are there, bards are there, singers are there, who has told the story, and they are wandering storyteller. They are not staying at one place. They are wandering from one village to another village, and they are telling that story to the people orally. So here they took the same plot, they took the same story, but when they went to the another city, they used the different names. They used the name which that city have, the peoples have, and they again rearranged that story. So these storytellers crucial part in emergence of a literature and emergence of storytelling, which is so much important in the development of novel. So when we are thinking about the romances which are written in Greek and Roman period, so why these romances are so much important? So first we have to look at what is mean by romances. So you know this word, you use this word very much time, but romances means the stories which deals, or the theme of love, theme of courtly love, theme of the adventurous story of knights, prince or kings. So it is not only the adventure and love, but besides that it tells us about the allegories. So what is mean by an allegory? Allegory means surface meaning is different and deep meaning is different. When you have reading the story, you understand it, but when you are analyzing the story, you will find that their true meaning, what the writer want to convey you, it is quite different. So this type of love stories, adventurous stories are important to development of the novel. So maybe Greek and this romances has given the stories of heroic figure and the figure of gods. So heroic figures, maybe you have known the Achilles, Ulysses, Iliad. So it is all the Greek heroes whose story has been picturized in this type of romances. So allegories are most related to the church. So church stories or religious stories are there in the allegories. So they have also stories. In later era, we have know that allegories is all about the church, all about the Christ life. So Yeshu Christ life, then his followers life, or Yeshu Christ miracle. So they have told all about this. So the crucial part of the romances, so romances and allegories has also important role in the development of the novel. Then we have to think there is a legend of Trojan War. Maybe you have seen the film Troy, in which we have know that the war is fought because of the beautiful lady Helen. So what she has done, she has eloped with Paris and her husband started war with Troy. So it is all the story is depicted in the legend of Trojan War, which is used in also poetry also, in the novels also, and in the dramas also. So later on, there is most important thing in 18th century why this novel form is emerged. So first important reason is or cause to rise of the novel is industrial revolution. So many of you in a history book you have read about the industrial revolution. So you know what is meant by industry. It is development of the factories. Then what is meant by the revolution? Revolution means sudden change in anything, any sector. So where we have found that revolution means in that particular period, 18th century is known as the age of reason because of the scientific progress. So there is a lot of inventions in this particular period. So most important invention is their invention of steam engine by Thomas Watt, and there is also invention of electromagnetic field. So we can find out that industrial revolution has changed or make influence all over the world. Then we can say that how much it has influenced the British or England. So the all scenario, all class system has been changed because of industrial revolution. Because of steam engine, the transportation is fast. Then they have also made the machineries. So machineries is so much important because they have made the factories now. And when the village people are now migrate from village to cities, why? Because they want the job, and they will feel that when they are going to do the job in all the 12 months, they will get the much money. So although we can say that they are not becoming rich, but they are becoming poor because of lack of wages. So what is the entertainment for them? There is nothing. They can't go to see the drama because drama is declined at that time, and most interesting, it is not affordable for them. And then if they are concerning about the poetry, poetry is far more intellectual. They can't understand it very well. They can't enjoy it. So that's why they are turned towards the prose, which are written in the periodical essays. So first emergence is there, first demand is there for the periodical essay. So in periodical essays, so first is Tatler and the Spectator, which is published by Edison, Steele and Edison. So what they have told, there is a famous story of Roger D. Coverley. So his story, his all the life is depicted in a story form, and it is liked by that particular 18th century people. So it tells them about their own life. It is criticized also on their life. They have learned something from that story. So that's why periodical essay is so much famous. So periodical essay means prose is famous. And in this type of periodical essays, novel is also published in series form. And when the novelist, when the writers has known that now people are interested in reading this type of prose, this type of stories or novels, then they are going to publish this novel. They are writing the novel. So that's why industrial revolution is so much important in the development of the or in the rise of novel. So the next is printing press. So why printing press is important? Before 18th century, printing press is invented, means it is in the 15th century. But as a demand of the novels, of the books, it is so much easy to type this type of book and distribute the books among the lot of people. So that's why printing press has a crucial role in the history of rise of novel. People demands can complete it because of the printing press. Then emergence of the middle class people. So middle class people wants the reading of the wants something to read for them, and they have not the free time for themselves. So the novel, so the periodical, they can carry everywhere. If they want to go to see the drama, then it is difficult for them to make free time. Then they have to go to the theater, then they have to collect the money for the fees, and they have to see the drama. But reading the poetry is not interesting for them. So it is middle class means working class people, and now they can carry novel everywhere and they can read it everywhere, anytime they want or in free time they want. And that's why emergence of the middle class people is so much important in the rise of novel. Then we have to think about the invention of traveling library. So why traveling library is so much important? Because we have to know that there is an invention of steam engine, and steam engine transportation is so much easy, because steam engine is also used in railways also. So invention of railway, invention and transportation is so much easy at that time. So the traveling library is provide people the books when they want it. So that's why invention of, so now the books goes towards the people, not people has to go to find the books. And then last is, it is not last, but the rise of individualism. So this is also so much important reason of the rising of the novel. So what is mean by the individualism? So individual means, you know, that personal. So why personal things are more important? Because in individualism or 18th century, peoples are so much giving priority to their own or personal goal, personal desires, rather than society's norm, rather than what religion say to them. So there is another inventions or another theories which are invented by the scientists, and most important is Darwin's origin of species. So Darwin's origin of species, maybe you have heard it or read it in history science book, in which he has told us that human being is not created by the God or Adam or Eve, but human being is created by the ape. So it is a evaluation process. It is not the suddenly God has created human being. So before that, before the Darwin's theory, or Kepler is there, who has told us about the planetary orbits. So it is the science. So there is electromagnetic field also invented in this period. Newton's theory of relativity is there also in this period. So these all theories have changed the mind of people, and when they are going to believe in religion, church has captured the mind of people. But now we have seen that science is the center of human being. So now people think reasonably, they are not thinking with the faith. So 18th century is also known for the loss of faith. So loss of faith on religion and the belief. So there is also struggle in the faith of religion and science also. But now people are believing science rather than religion. They are giving priority to their own life rather than the God's life, rather than what father or what church has to say them, has to told them. So that's why they are preferring that novel, that stories which tells the stories of their life. So common people's life. In the 18th century, the novels are written which tells the stories of common people. They told the vices. Vices means mistakes. Then they teach something. They entertain also. So this all picturized in that novels, in the 18th century novels, which likes that common people very much. So there are, we can say, readers are large and novel is now the famous form of this particular period. Then before this, there is one important thing, that is the original, or we can say authorized version of Bible by King James in 1611. So why this King James Bible is so much important in rise of novel? It is not about the rise of novel, but it is about the prose style. So if you know about the Bible is written in Hebrew language, then it is translated in Latin, and Latin language is not known by the people. They are not going to read the Latin, they are not able to read the Latin language, and that's why they are going to believe the church, believe the fathers. What they are going to tell them, they are listen them. But now what that King James has translated that Bible into the English language and all the peoples can read it, so their view is changed. It is also important for the individualism. So individualism means giving priority to our personal desires, personal goals, and that's why these all reasons, all causes are so much important in the rise of novel. Now we have to know that where from the novel word comes. It is derived from the Italian word novella. And what is the meaning of novella? It is something new. So this form is completely new for the 18th century, and maybe that's why this word is used by the writers and peoples to describe the novel form. So novella means not actually the novel, but novella, this word is used for that stories which are shorter than novel, but it is longer than short stories. If we have read the short stories, then we have to know that it is only 2 or 3 pages in which there is a not we can say that characterization is developed. But in the novella, we have to know that they have given importance to the setting, they have given importance to the characterization, and plot is also well developed. So it is also important in the rise of novel that the characterization, how to create. So characterization means what? How to write the character, how to give information about the characters minutely. So another one, there is a reason, that is decline of drama. So after the Shakespeare is a great dramatist of Elizabethan period. So we have to know that many dramas. So Othello is there, Hamlet is there, tragedy, there is As You Like is there, Midsummer's Night Dreams are there. So this type of, although he has taken the stories from other writers, he has created the new and interesting dramas. But after Shakespeare, there is no great dramatist, and that's why, or we can say that theatre is also in the crisis, and that's why drama form is declined, and it is also one of the reason in the rise of novel. So interest in dramas are lessened and interest in novel is risen. So it is all the causes are important to lead the rise of novel. Next. So 2nd and 6th century Greek romances are there. So first is there. So romances means, I have told you what is meant by romances, which deals with the love stories of kings, princes, knights. It also told us about the stories or adventures of the knights and kings or princes. It is about the rescue of lady, rescue of princess from the hand of villain. So it is the stories, romances. So romances are so much famous at that time. So in England also, or in Britain also, there is one romance, or we can say one legend which is used for the novels and other stories, that is King Arthur's and his Knights legend. So King Arthur, which is also used by Spenser in his Fairy Queen. So it is an epic. It is written in poetic form, but it has told the story of King Arthur and his 12 knights. So he want to write the 12 books, but he hasn't completed it. But it is allegorical also, and it has use the romances or use the legend of King Arthur. Then we have to know that Malory's Maud Dick Arthur. So again, it is the legend of King Arthur. Maud the author means the death of King Arthur. So he has told that all the adventures, all the life of King Arthur, and how the tragedies happened with him. So then next is Virgil's Eclogues. Eclogues means that type of poems which deals the life of shepherds, deals the life of herds of shepherds. So their simple life, their natural life, how they are living passionately and happily in the nature. So this type of forms are also, stories are also used in the, or write in the poetic form. Then Chaucer's The Canterbury Tale. So it is a milestone in the literature, because Chaucer, when he has written the Canterbury Tales, it is the word tale is used. Tale means what? Tale means stories. So first time we have know that. So there is one story, all the stories which is written in poetic form, written in particular meter, but there is one story in that whole 24 stories which is written in prose form. So Canterbury is the name of city where all the pilgrimage are there who went to see the shrine of one saint, and this all journey has been depicted in the Canterbury Tale. So all the members, all the pilgrimage has to tell one story for the entertainment, and that stories are collected in this novel, the Canterbury Tales. Then the first novel, so Tale of Genji by Murasaki Shikabu, which is written in 11th century, which is written in 1010 BC. So what the Tale of Genji is? It is Japanese novel, which the manuscript of this novel is still preserved. So that's why the language is not language is so much unknown for today's readers, but still we have know that the manuscript is safe, preserved, and the story of Prince Genji is there depicted, or life of Genji is described in this novel, in this tale. So how he is banished from the throne, and then he has to live the life of common man. And now he has also there is a love story of Genji, and his beloved is also depicted in this novel. So first European novel is Don Quixote by Miguel de Cervantes in 1605, which is published in 1605 and 1615. So why this novel is so much important in the rise of novel or development of novel? So Don Quixote came under the Picaresque novel. So now we have to know that what is mean by Picaresque. Picaro means rogue person. So rogue person means bad person actually. So in this type of novel, we have to know that there is no heroic figure. We know that hero means what? He is good, he is handsome, he has all the good qualities, he is rich, he is noble. So all the characteristics the hero or protagonist should have. So this is our opinion or our assumption. But in this type of novels, we know that the protagonist means major character, the characters which leads the story. It is not the hero that is eccentric, that is not totally good person, that is not completely handsome and rich person. So here Don Quixote is the central character of this novel. So Picaresque novel, it is an episodic structure. Episodic means what? Then you have know the episode means what? There is a series of tales. So this type of tales are used written in this type of novels, and the central character is same, and that's why this all tales, when we collected them in one book, it is called as a novel. It is not the we can say that a progress of story or plot is there particular, or a perfect plot is not there in this type of Picaresque novel or Don Quixote. So Don Quixote is an old one and eccentric one. So he is nearly mad person here, and he assumes that he is a knight. So knight means we can say that Sardar, असं ज्याला म्हणतो आपण ते. So he assumes himself that he is a knight, and there is one servant of him, that is Sancho Panza. So it is the name is also interesting, and he has told him that if he will come with him for the journey, and in the journey, then what Don Quixote promised him that he will give him land and money, and that's why Sancho Panza is so much poor and naive person went with him, and they are adventurous, and what type of things they are going to face, that is depicted in this novel. So most interesting, there is one story in which Don Quixote, Sancho Panza are going, so there is donkey also with them. So he is sitting on the donkey, and when Don Quixote has seen the country girls near the windmill, so he thinks that they are damsels, or they are like the damsels means what we said, noble ladies, ज्याला आपण princess वगैरे म्हणतो किंवा त्या. So damsels, he assumed that damsels, and windmill is there, and he assumed that he is a monster. So he took the equipment, or we can say that sword, and went to fight with him. So it is and now Sancho Panza has realized that he will be injured, and he is saved there. Again, when he went to one inn, or we can say inn means small hotel, there he has seen that there are barrels of wine, and when he has seen that the red color, he feels that they are monster, and he also pour all the wine, and he feels that that is blood. So this type of adventures he has done, and later on we have known that how the end. So it is all the stories, all the adventures of Don Quixote is depicted in this novel. So it is so much famous novel, famous first European novel. Then the 17th century's novel. They are also so much important in the development of novel. So first is there John Bunyan, whose The Pilgrim's Progress, which is written in 1678, which is also important. So pilgrims or pilgrimage means maybe you have know the meaning of pilgrimage. Pilgrimage means what we say that our journey to see the God or journey for the temples. आपण ज्याला तीर्थयात्रा असं म्हणतो. That is called as a pilgrimage. And he has dreamed one day that one man goes to the journey for the salvation. So salvation means again what? This is the end of our life. We need or we want the salvation. Mukti आपण म्हणतो याला. So the Pilgrim's Progress is there, which is depicted in this novel. This is actually allegory, so famous allegory. So I have told you what is meant by allegory. Allegory means what? Allegory means surface meaning is different and deep meaning is different. So it is a religious allegory in which we have know that religious faith of John Bunyan in this book. So there is protagonist whose name is Christian. So he set out his journey for the celestial city. So celestial means heaven city. So it is the city of God. So he want to reach the heaven and he start his journey, and that's why he leaves his children, his wife behind. When he went to the journey, he has faced many problems like the valley of depression, despondent, then also the hill of difficulty, and he also got the help from the many characters. They are also allegorized. So one character's name is Help there. One character's name, so his neighbor's name is Help. Faithful is there, who is also followed to him. Then one place or one village he went, that is a Vanity Fair. So fair means you know that it is called as a yatra, jala आपण असं म्हणतो. So there they both means Faithful and this Christian has been captured by the people, and Faithful is executed. He is killed by the people, but he is Christian is escaped from that place, and how he reached towards the God, it is all the story which is depicted in the Pilgrim's Progress. Then later on there is a second part also in which his wife and his children also wants to follow his path, and they are also goes to the journey to reach the God's place, to the celestial city. So they get the help from one character, and now they are easily, so their journey is easy rather than Christian's journey. Then next novel is Aphra Behn. So Aphra Behn, she is one of the important novelists because one important thing that she is a lady and she earned her money with writing the novels. So that's why she is important. So Oromco is the novel which is written in 1688. So this is an African novel. The theme of this novel is colonialism. How the native people are captured by the Americans, by the white peoples, and they are became the slave in the plantation. So there is also the love story between the native, major characters. Love story is also depicted, and how they are captured by the traders. Although they are so much brave, courageous people, native people. So the tribe's name is Oromco. That's why the novel's name is also Oromco. And they are captured by the American traders, and now they are doing work in plantations. So in the farming, and now that lovers how they meet there and how they also revolt there. Revolt means again they are against to this type of colonization, and they are fought against the white one. So this all the story is Oromco. So these novels are so much important in the development of novel because they have developed the story structure, and they have developed also the characterization, how to write prose, how to write characterization. It is also important in the development of the novel, and we have to find these all things here. So we have know that the literature begins with the poetic form, and then drama is emerged, but drama is also written in the poetic form. Shakespeare's also all dramas written in poetic form, but later on prose is dominant, prose is prominent in the 18th century era. So these all novels, all books, although Canterbury Tales is also written in poetic form, okay, so these all books are so much important in the development of novel. Then now we will see the 18th century novels and the development of the novel in 18th century. We will see in the next lecture. So thank you.